Welcome to the Intentional Awakening Podcast with your hosts, Kathy Brewer and Terry Huberman.
Well, hello there, and welcome to the Intentional Awakening Podcast. I am Terry Huberman.
Happy New Year! I am Kathy Gruber, and we're going to start this episode and this year with an angel card, as we always do. Haha, this is beautiful. Sisterhood and brotherhood.
Oh.
View humanity as your extended family and reach out with acts of kindness to all you meet. Boy, isn't that very pertinent, right?
It's beautiful.
Today is the first day of 2026, which does not possibly ever sound like a real year. Reading a book and it's like, and in 2026, you'd be like, that's not real.
That's not real.
The 19s sounded so much more real to me as years. Of course, that's what I had the majority of my life. So
Same.
I hope all of you had a safe and wonderful New Year's Eve. Terry and I thought, since we have myriad decks of cards, I have way too many decks of cards. I got a bunch on sale, and my husband's like, what did you do? I'm like, well, they were on sale.
Sales, babe.
He's like, what are you possibly going to do with all of these decks of cards? And I'm like, come on.
I'm going to use every card.
I'm going to use every deck today. This is going to be a 12-hour show. Terry and I are going to go through every deck of cards we have.
That's funny. No, every year I pretty much do a prediction for the entire year for my newsletter. Which I haven't quite started tapping into and doing any channeling for. There was one thing, and I'll share that with you guys now. There was one thing that came to me. But Kathy and I are going to pull cards because it's fun and it's something we get to do. And there's something called double linking in the psychic world, which is when you do work with more than one psychic or intuitive or whatever you want to identify them as, it doesn't matter. And that sometimes you'll get more information and different information when you're working with more than one psychic, right? Because as much as we would love to put the pressure of a psychic is God and knows everything and knows all the details, they don't. So double linking is a really cool concept. It's really nice. And energetically, the two psychics can feed off of each other and then go, oh, yeah, and this. And so there's a beautiful exchange. And if you want to call it a vortex of energy that goes on where you can get so much more information than if you were just with one. So Kathy and I were like, let's play. It's New Year's Day. Let's have fun because we get the same information too. So,
right. Yeah. So it benefits us. So do you want me to dive in with the servants or do you want to start?
Well, I'll start with the first thing that came in, which my newsletter will be getting. It's in terms of a new it's not really new healing modality, but one that I think is going to come more to the light this year, and that is color therapy. So if you don't know much about color therapy, you can start doing research. I don't know that there's going to be certified color therapists, but I think what's going to happen is you'll start to come across people who are very attracted to or have knowledge of the different frequencies of the colors that are all around us and are probably also very clairvoyant and can see different shades and levels within like reds or blues, right? And so if they're able to read your aura or if they're able to just tap into your energy field, they can give you advice as to what can heal this, can heal that. So it's another type of energy modality. Around for eons. I mean, when I do pranic healing, I do use color, but there was something that came in about it just being a lot more detailed and how people can it's one of these things where we could do it on our own.
Yeah.
Right. And so that gives us more power. So I would say this year for 2026, pay attention to what colors resonate and what don't resonate with you. And pick up markers or spray paint or whatever and start coloring more and seeing what it's not so much the designs and the shapes as it is the colors that you're going to draw color. So that was the first thing that came to me. And I was like, I don't know exactly what it is, but it feels like that could actually help us in 2026 is color. If you want to repaint your house, if you want True. You know, there's so many different ways you can use color to transform your current reality. I guess maybe that's a better.
Beautiful. I
Yeah.
love that. So we are YouTube junkies. We like to learn stuff on YouTube and we watch silly fails because they make us laugh. But there was something we watched the other night and it was like 10 new discoveries that are going to change your life kind of thing. And
Hmm.
one of them was that they have now scientifically proven, something that you and I have known all along, that humans emit light.
Hmm.
And I went, it's the aura, you know. It's like, hello. Science is finally like, you know, we found this thing. And all the healers are like,
Duh.
light. So, but we just saw that on YouTube. It was a
That's
very
cool.
cool. It was maybe a 5 minute segment on that, but it was like,
That's
oh yeah,
cool.
of course we
Yeah.
have that.
Love it. Love it.
So the first deck that I grabbed is called the 40 Servants,
Yeah.
and these are. It's a very kind of crazy esoteric deck. I was telling Terry, it's very ritualized. You sleep with them under your pillow for 40 nights, and then the box that they came in, you burn, and you attune yourself with these cards and these entities. So I tend to pick three. I've done these before. I've done sacred medicine ceremonies and things like that. So let's see what is going to help us this year in 2026.
Mm.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. All right. So I have picked the eye,
Ooh.
the dancer,
Wow.
and the fortunate.
Huh.
So the dancer is this servant shows us that it is perfectly human to fail or come up short. She encourages us to accept that sometimes things don't work out as planned, and that's perfectly fine.
Mm.
The eye shows us that there is a divine plan to all things. It encourages us to remember that all is as it should be.
Mm.
And the fortunate, the servant shows us how to be happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. She encourages us to recognize just how good life can be.
Mm. I feel like this is a personal reading. I love it.
Oh, that could be. I do that sometimes.
I love it. I love it. Wow, that's very powerful. It's interesting because a lot of times I will pay attention to how my body feels. And this is whether it's for me or on behalf of anybody else, if I'm channeling or whatever. And those cards brought my body a lot of relief.
Hmm.
And the main message that I got out of that was to have the things that you want, right? The money, the cars, the houses, whatever it is that you want. Part of that journey is the acceptance of having feelings and emotions, but not being, it's not the word driven, but being, oh, what's the word? Led
Mm.
by them. And it's interesting because I was in a counseling, whatever kind of session yesterday. It wasn't an official work session. And the lady that I was talking to was very, very angry that someone wasn't paying her on time. They said they would and they didn't. She had so much anger and she kept saying, "I'm sorry, I'm not going to be angry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry." And I go, "Ho, ho, ho, ho." I said, "Be angry.
Yeah,
You're allowed to be angry. This overstepped your boundary." But the thing is just balance the anger.
right.
And I think a lot of us were, especially women, modern women, were raised that we can do it all. And sometimes it's hard to do it all. And so one of the things we were taught is not to have emotion, not to be angry, not to do whatever. And so we think if we have it, we're bad or we should be shameful or
Yep.
guilt or whatever. And that's not what it's about because that's not being human. Like the human has emotion and feelings.
Yep. And the emotion's not the issue. It's our relationship to that emotion. I
Relationship.
shouldn't be angry. I feel bad for feeling bad, you know, all this
Yeah.
stuff. What I
Yeah.
what I found interesting from this reading is I pulled them in one order and then I read them in a different order. And I think
Oh,
the order I
wow.
read them made perfect sense. Like it's okay to fail. Sometimes things don't work out. Then the next one I read was everything's happening for a reason.
Yeah.
And then the next one was be happy with what you have.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to make these New Year's resolutions, which in
Yes.
one way, I mean, I write a list of goals and stuff like that, but it's like, why do we wait till the first of the year to try to make change? We can do this any bloody time we want to,
But
every
that's the
day.
energy. So it's the
Well,
energy
that's
of
true.
everybody. It's a collective agreement for
Well, that's
some
true.
reason. So that's why we do it because
Yeah,
it's
well, that's a good point. Um, but every day we have an opportunity to make a different choice.
really,
So I do get the collective agreement of, oh, what's your resolution? What's your word for the year? That's the new thing, the word for
yeah.
the year. But no, I this reading to sometimes the servants that come have no relation to each other. This one to me was a story.
Yeah, that's
Like
totally a story.
sometimes things aren't going to go right. This is the
Yeah.
divine plan. You're fortunate. You have all these incredible things, and you should enjoy that and recognize how good life can be.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. And along the way, don't judge yourself for whatever you're feeling or whatnot. Have it.
Right.
You know, have it. It's part of the human experience. That was really cool. So all in all, for 2026, I guess, with the servant cards, they're saying everything's okay.
Yeah.
That you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna be okay,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
how
I
do we
love
want
I
to
love this deck. It's one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
that's really actually you had mentioned before we got on recording, you mentioned that you can actually intentionalize a meditation with it. Right? So if you're having, let's say, problems, not problems, I don't like that word. If you're having a challenge conjuring up gratitude, maybe you can sit with the fortunate card, right? Or sleep with it. What is it, 40 days under your pillow? Sleep
Mhm.
with it and see if that energy can start to influence your energy. And then all of a sudden, your reticular activating system starts throbbing and it's now activated. And then all of a sudden, wonderful, good things are happening. And then
Yeah.
you're tuned into it.
Sometimes what I'll do before I meditate is I'll pull a card and that I'll put that card on my altar and that's either what's with me already or what I'm calling in and I'll meditate with that card. So
Yeah,
it's a really fun deck called
that sounds
the 40 Servants.
40 servants. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Should I pull a card or do you want to do the Mary deck or how do we want to do this?
Um, yeah, go ahead, pull a card or a couple cards. We'll see how much time we have. I don't want to make this a 16-hour episode,
Okay. No,
which we could with all the decks we have.
I know. I'm gonna start off with the Oracle of E guidebook deck. So this is just more kind of quantum type stuff, which of course we always get really great messages for. So 2026, what can you tell us about 2026?
I don't know if I like that sound.
Okay, no, you know what? I think there's something here in this deck, and I'll show you the cards that's actually validating what the servants are saying.
Mm,
Okay, so the first card I picked is loud and clear. Second one is free fallen.
I got that song in my head all day. Great.
And then
Lovely.
the last one is sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. Which to me, this is the confirmation card
Well,
for
that's the
the
fortunate.
Exactly. That's the fortunate card. Yeah. So, if I'm looking at this, 2026, there's going to be the confusion for your direction and your path is going to clear up.
Mm,
It's going to be a lot more clearer for you to see, which means if you don't take action when you see that clarity or you feel it or that next step shows up, then your spirit guides, your ancestors, your whole team is going to knock you around a bit and make life louder for you.
yep.
So this year, it's actually, if you follow your path, if you follow the breadcrumbs of your soul, what is the next step? And you don't have to go like 20 steps ahead, only what is the next step? Even if you don't know how or what, because that is none, yeah, that's none of your business. You're just like, this is what's being presented, and you free fall into that. So that's where the trust and the faith comes in. Sunshine, lollipops, the fortunate card, everything. So this is about your path opening up, pathways opening, opportunities coming for you. But if you don't take them, and it'll be a lot more obvious than it used to be. And if you don't take them, the universe is going to be like, all right, I got to show you that this is what you need to take. And so we're going to get loud. So it kind of has a bit of duality to it. However, it does feel like you will have more control over that duality if you actually take that first step.
Yep.
Or that next step.
So here's what's funny. I was asked to pick a fourth adventure or to pick a fourth servant card.
Okay.
And I didn't know why.
Okay.
The adventurer.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Get out of your comfort zone by trying new things.
So a lot of times I will liken life or the human experience to a choose your own adventure book. Do you remember those, Kathy?
Yes.
So,
yes.
so this is where a lot of the validation and corroboration with the universe is happening, is that 2026 is going to be very adventurous for you, and there are going to be opportunities, and it will be crystal clear which direction you should go in. Should I do this or should I not do this? But if you don't listen to whatever that is, that yes or no,
which we always have the option to do.
Yeah, but that's choice. That's free will. That's the law of cause and effect, also known as karma, right? So it's not good or bad. There's no judgment on this. It actually, to me, if I feel into the energy of it, it feels really good. And the reason that it feels good is because it's clarity.
Yeah.
So even if it's not like the best situation, you have the clarity, which gives you the direction. So it's like, yeah, okay, I know not to do this, because if I do this, I can see, foreshadow, intuit. This is what's going to happen. So if you think about it, like if we go on another level, you could even be more intuitive this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really great. I would say whatever next step only is showing up, take it. Because it ultimately brings you in 2026 to where you need to be, which is in that place of sunshine, lollipops, rainbows, the fortune.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. I have already picked a Mary Magdalene cards. This is
nice.
This is a new deck for me. This is the Mary Magdalene Oracle by Megan Watterson. Illustrations by Moon Jube.
Ooh.
And this is a newer deck for me. And I shuffled, picked, and I love the art on this. It's the good.
The good.
I am inherently good. And this, it's hard to see in this light, but there's,
oh, that's beautiful.
That card looks like. And the thing that's confusing about this deck is the order of the way they put stuff is not particularly easy to find. It's sort of alphabetical, but not always. I opened up right to the good.
Oh, universe, you are with us, aren't you?
And I'm just going to read this because this is one of those got to read it kind of cards. But if we let it, the fact that we are good, that truth alone can transform our entire lives. We can let go of the guilt, the shame, the feeling of not being enough or being far too much. We can let go of the idea that we are somewhat less or worthless because we are human. We can let go of this idea that God is a divine being who is way up there, way beyond us and out of our reach. We can let go of this idea of a spiritual hierarchy, this idea that somehow we are ranked on some vertical axis from the most saintly at the tippy top to the most sinful down at the bottom. We can let go of this constant struggle to feel good, and we can begin to remember the truth that we are good. We are a part of the ultimate good, and this is both our truth to claim and our purpose to live. The Gospel of Mary doesn't refer to God as God at all. God, of course, is the masculine form of the creator or divine being in the English language. The feminine form is goddess. The Gospel of Mary refers to God or goddess or the ultimate creator as simply the good. And the Gospel of Mary explains that human beings are not inherently or innately sinful. Human beings are good. Christ explains the human condition in Mary's Gospel by saying, "The good came among you, pursuing the good which belongs to every nature." The good belongs to every nature. This is important to emphasize. The good here isn't being earned. The good belongs to us, within us. The good is inherently what it means to be human. Start here. You are good. Let that truth ring through you. Let that truth guide you. Let that truth remind you who you are and of your purpose here on earth. You are inherently good. And with that goodness, you will see all creation differently. You will see that every nature, every modeled form, every creature belongs to the same goodness that you are.
Wow. I can't even imagine if I personally thought that every single part of me, my entire being was good. There was no shame, guilt, or I did something wrong, or I don't deserve this, or whatever. Like, I have how much my life would be completely and totally different.
Yep.
And this is what, I will go ahead and I'll tell other people this. You're good, you're wonderful, there's nothing wrong about you. Everything unfolds the way it's supposed to because that's the human experience.
Yep.
And I truly believe it. But I do have tendencies to put myself down and make myself wrong and make myself bad. And as I was listening to that, I was thinking how incredibly different things would be if I could fully 100% trust and turn myself over to I am good. It's a goal. It's something I would like to work towards.
Yeah. That was
That's
a very powerful card.
wow.
I kind of want to cry. Like I just
Yeah.
thought, as I was reading that, it didn't even feel like my voice.
Yeah. I mean, that that's like Mary coming down and telling anybody who's listening to this episode right here in the now moment, whenever, wherever you're listening to it, that you're good, that we are good.
Yep.
That felt like a deep message.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I need to
Well,
recover from this one.
I was going to say, I'm just like, okay, so we're at 23 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, we ended on a ding. Woo!
Ooh, my whole body's just on fire right now.
Yeah,
That was,
it was intense. I'll admit it's intense.
wow.
But that's how we know it's not coming from us.
Yeah, that was not me.
No.
Wow. All right. Well, hey,
Well,
folks at home, welcome to 2026. Terrie and I are going to get off the air and just sob uncontrollably right now.
Happy New Year.
I hope it's great. I do hope it's great. I hope that you find the happiness and the joy and the
Yeah.
love and the light and spread that out to everybody. It's not just a Christmas message, that's a daily message. And let the words of Mary be with you.
Yes.
I'm,
Amen. 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 Amen.
amen. Blessed be. I'm Kathy Groover. I can be found at kathygruver.coach.
And I'm Terrie Huberman. You can find me at terriehuberman.com. Thank you so much for joining us in this incredible episode that we're still teetering from with Intentional Awakening podcast. Thank you so much, and we will see you in the next episode.
Next time.